We pretty much know what you can and cannot say in China when it comes to political opinion. My interest is in looking at the much more frequent type of censorship, which is obscenity, pornography, and everything that might be considered morally suspect. That's the kind of censorship that exists in almost every country you can think of, certainly exists in the US as well. Most communities and most countries also have exceptions to those rules. Who makes those decisions? Who decides what is art and what is not art? My research is on modern Chinese literature and culture, initially on early 20th century print culture. With my more recent research, I looked at literature in China that's being published on the internet. I'm interested in literature as a product of a community and the way in which they decide what to include, what not to include, what is good, what is bad, how they choose to engage with censorship or not engage with censorship. The censors become very much a part of the literary community. In my research, I'm looking to try and position the censors, at least in China, inside that community and show how they have relationships with other people in that community. In the area of moral censorship, I want to show how this is a kind of censorship that, even though it exists in every country in the world, it doesn't necessarily work the same way in every country in the world. There might be cultural aspects to it. And I'm especially interested in doing that here at Notre Dame because there's also a long tradition of church censorship that I think you can link to that. I hope to be working together with people across campus who are interested in censorship and coming at it from different directions. When I work with students, especially this semester, I've been teaching the way in which we know things, not just by reading, but also by looking at images. And that's exactly the change that modern print culture brought to China and that internet culture has made even more significant. To get students to experiment also with writing their assignments, not just as straightforward essays, but actually as blogs, and to integrate visual information, images. So it's about this, this epistemology, this way of knowing that is not just through reading, but also through viewing and trying to apply that not just to the material you're studying, but also to the way in which you actually write about the thing you're studying. Notre Dame is the right place for me generally as a researcher for its humanities tradition. Because of my work on censorship, I'm also interested in religious traditions and how they relate to literature. And Notre Dame is investing in Asian studies, and which is why I'm also here as director of the Leo Institute for Asia and Asian Studies. If you look at the role that Asia plays in the world today, Asia has to be a very important part of the study of global affairs. I think it's part of the vision of Notre Dame for the 21st century. If we are serious about training the world's future leaders, then the world's future leaders need to know a lot about Asia.